Once upon a time in Shardlow town, there lived a princess who bore a crow's crown. From her view she could see she was never meant for land, but not quite built for sea. She felt entrenched in a Trent, didn't want to be another piece of debris in Derby, and felt like less and Leicester. She wanted more, to travel like the Moors, so she left her moor. Thing is, when leaving the bay, you're far from shore. Things can lead you astray like the sirens call, and of course, they had a little surprise in store. There once was a man named Bill, born with lungs but longed for gills. And as physics wouldn't bend to his will, would seek safe haven for himself and those of his ilk, so they could rally by the valley from the pool to Manny. He heard tales of a princess who also yearned for a journey to traverse the waterways that gave us words like Sheriff and Eddie. She bought into his tales of a voyage in future, so under authority she didn't look back to the shires. Bill saw the princess as a vessel of pleasure, not just for him, but for all those enticed by the water. He put her to action from Acton in Cheshire. He knew she wasn't his own, his intentions were pure, he just wanted her sewn into the fabric of the weaver. So off they sailed, Bill, princess and crew, from Weston to Norwich, Winsford and crew. Their adventures were merry with plenty to see, but something was missing from this picturesque scene. The princess was longing. Even though engaging, this wasn't her calling. Although the cause was one she endorsed, her visions with home were less to the north, more to the south where a new path will end, so the princess set sail to the big LDN. Through Gloucester and Wilt, Oxford and Burke, to Buckingham too, she left all the shires. Sorry through Kent, Essex it ends, but she chose London to explore the Thames. She saw a big city that failed to cater to its little people. And the right thing to do, the princess knew. She thought back to Bill and crew, how they gave passage to all, not just those who were well-to-do. So she buckled down at the docks of the Royal and provided a break from all of the toil, an escape from the soil for those wrenched like a coil, doing the qualities of life she was destined to foil. She beckoned them from Beckton to enjoy some rich sights, from that bank in the south to that eye in the sky and that big clock that once paused its own chime. The excited little girl, the experienced old man on board of the princess, they all had their hands. They explored this great city through the waterways that built it. And the princess thrived at her duties, so it was only right she was acknowledged duly. Keeping them safe from the wolves, she flew the flag for the Nuevo Gammons at the Queen's Diamond Pageant. But years of travelling had her feeling damaged, rickety to say the least, and she needed some peace, and that's when fate once again intervened. 3 brothers, Simon, Cody and Lee. Blood may be thicker, but these were brothers by stream. Lee was the oldest, knew the Thames well, something like a right arm, but recently felt severed. Cody was somewhat attached to Lee, conjoined more by neglect. Cody used to provide docking for those not quite built for sea, and Simon, the youngest, was something like a key. He opened up paths so Cody can breathe, and now he needed a companion who could help lead the community with ease, and he had tales of a princess who was also in need. He told the princess of his plans, but first, he said, I know a beautiful dock where you can make your bed, and princess, it won't just be rest, for you have stood for this community, so we will stand together to have our destined queen back at her best. Surrounded by herbs and birds, the princess felt rebirthed. Looking back at her past, she understood her purpose on earth. So after her hibernation, she was back to work to serve the nation, to give the Lee a new lease, to teach the young their environmental duties and have the old reminisce like black and white movies. Legend has it, if you were to find yourself at the dock of Cody, then you would see the princess, Simon and Lee, living happily ever after as one big family.